Yeah, I think Charles, too, the one thing that he probably found, to me, from afar, it looked like he took exception to, was that he didn't want to compete. But I was watching it because I want to see it again, and it's just fresh again for me. The first two times you questioned it. Is it not that he doesn't want to compete? Which has been said in every barbershop, every place, and everywhere. And it happened to Kevin Durant. When he went to Golden State, people said, what, does Kevin Durant not want to compete? He's going to the Golden State Warriors? So he doesn't want to. So it's not something that people aren't saying or isn't thinking about. So that's why I took exception. I thought it was a little bit too far where LeBron had gone, because when you say you need help and you are the chance, people say that. They will think that. And because it came out from the back of his brain to the front of his mouth doesn't make it wrong. That's what I thought. And I did think, I took exception to maybe him being personal.
No, Chuck made it personal when he said LeBron doesn't like to compete. Everybody knows, including you, Kenny, when you win a championship and you lose key players like Dellavedova and Moskov, you have to regroup. That's what y'all did in Houston. Your first year in Houston, you went 54-28. Then when y'all came back and everybody was busting your head, y'all got rid of whatchamacallit, and then you brought in Clyde Drexler. You have to regroup.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When Kevin Durant went to Golden State, did you say, does this guy not want to compete?
No, I didn't say that.
You didn't think
say that? No, I didn't say that.
It never came across your mind?
No, never came across my mind.
Everybody I know it did.
Everybody I know it came across too.
Again.
So when he says that, it gives the same impression. I'm not saying that. I understand his perspective,
Listen, Kenny,
but you got to understand everyone else's perspective as well.
Listen, when we are in charge and we have these conversations with our organizations, Chuck asked the question, do we want all the best players? You're damn right we do. You're damn right I want all the best players. When I kick it out to a guy, I want him to be a D. Scott or Glenn Rice. When I got a guard going up against a Westbrook, I want him to be GP. So to answer your question, do I want all the great players? Yes. It doesn't matter if you got the highest paid payroll. You want to win championships, or you just want to win games and then lose in the Eastern Conference Finals. You got to spend money to make money. Well, so you took it personal with that man, and that man took it personal with you. Well, it's over now. He said something, you said something, just let it go.
Yeah, but I'm never going to get personal with him.
You got personal. You said the man didn't compete.
No, I'm saying, listen, he's got help. They are the defending champions.
Listen.
He's got help.
Listen.
It's like I say, if Carmelo Anthony said, I need help, that's understandable.
Chuck,
if Russell Westbrook say, I needed help, if you are the best player in the world, and he is the best player in the world by far, and like I say, it's not like his board is empty. He has Kyrie Irving, who's a stud. He has Kevin Love, who's a stud.
It's never about the main player, Chuck. It's about the others. Forget the main players. The others win championships.
But I'm saying, this guy, they are the defending champions. So, listen, I don't get upset. Like I say, I didn't get mad. I went and played golf. But I thought it was funny watching all these idiots on television talking about me and LeBron for the last 48 hours. But like I say, I'm never, no matter what any NBA players says about me, I stick 100% to basketball in my criticism of any NBA player. I'm never going to say anything personal. That's not our job. Our job is to give our honest opinion. And like sometimes people get mad, and that's okay.
But the key word there was he didn't compete.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I said, listen, he's like, it ain't like they don't have any chance.
Chuck.
Life is about perspective for me.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
No, but I'm saying perspective. But I'm saying this.
Kenny,
I said, the guy who's riding around, I said this last week, in a Ferrari, a Bentley, and private jets, and then says, man, you know what? I wish I had an everyday car. I can't understand your perspective because we don't do that. So the majority of people, because we can't understand your perspective, doesn't make you right or him wrong. That was my point. Because the perspective is, you've got a lot, my man. So you can't really complain about not having an everyday car or a playmaker because you got a lot. So I understand the perspective that both of them are saying.
I will say this to Akeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler's face. You didn't win the championship. You won him that championship. Sam Cassell won him that championship. Big Shot Bob won him in the championship. He ain't talking about the top players. He's talking about the others. Others win championships. We as superstars, we do what we do. We hold the fort, but it's the others. Michael Jordan, who'd he kick it out to in Utah? He kick it out to others. Steve Kerr.
When you got the guys like Shumford and J.R. Smith and
But they're not playing well, so they got to go. They're not playing well, so they got to go. So me, if I'm in charge, yes, I want all the best players.
So you see LeBron James at All-Star Weekend. And
I'll shake his hand. I have no animosity toward LeBron. You know, Ernie, everything I've ever said about LeBron has been positive in all his guys. One of the 10 greatest players ever, amazing guy. His handle from 18 years old to where he is today, amazing. But we can criticize guys. Our job is not to get on TV and say 100% positive stuff about guys if we think they're wrong. That's not our job.
It's important for guys, and I'm not just talking about LeBron. I'm talking about, and this is why I'm saying this, Shaq, as well, because everything that he just said about LeBron positively, he's said that since he's been in the league.
Okay, but
there was never a call or never a call out from anyone on that side to say, yo, you're helping my legacy there. So it's got to be a two-way street.
It's not a two-way street.
If players want that from us,
listen, Chuck,
then you have to receive all of those great, like Kevin Durant. We criticized him before. But I was the first guy on TV to ever say Kevin Durant would be the MVP of the league. Yeah. Ever. No one ever said. I got calls from players going, what, is LeBron dead? Yeah, and then he became the MVP. But then if I criticize him for going to Golden State, you can't just have a one-way street with it.
There's a difference between criticism and personal. I guarantee you LeBron wasn't mad at the whiny or the inappropriate. When you said that man doesn't want to compete, that's what ticked him off. And I would have did the same thing. I would have came right back at your rack. I would have came up here and punched you in your face. That's what I would have did.
Well, first of all, you're not a good fighter. Listen, our job, we got a job to do. Our job is to give our opinion.
Okay,
it's not
but you
always
went personal. He went personal. It's over now. So let's
wait a minute. Listen, first of all, I don't. Well, we just disagree on the personal. Like I say, I look at this big picture. I'll take my chances. If we lose to the Golden State Warriors or the Spurs, and I got Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving and Tristan Thompson, I'm good. But like I say, if I'm Carmelo Anthony or Russell Westbrook, I can complain and say I don't have enough help. But if I got two other All-Stars and I'm the greatest player in the world, I don't think it's too much to say, like, I take my chances.
So in your mind, are we done? Is this done?
It's done. It was done after he said what he said, and I was like, and it bothers me when people are like, well, what are you gonna say? I'm like, dude, I'm not 12. Ooh, he said something bad about me. I got to say something bad about him. I'm not 12 years old. I'm a 53-year-old man who'll be 54 in 3 weeks. This notion that just because somebody insult me, I'm not 12. I'm not back in Leeds, Alabama in the projects where you knock a stick off my shoulder and all hell break loose.